Today is the Luxury Professional Boxing League week number 12. And this is the main event of the evening. And this is the moment all of us are waiting for. By the kind courtesy of IMAX Media Promotions and Ghana Boxing Authority. Support coming from the Luxury Paint, Renault, Technomobile, Max Buy, and TCR. Now let's get ready for the introduction of the officials. Judge 1, Me Mesa Akako. Judge 2, Erasmus O. And Judge 3, Clement Sean. Now introducing the boxer fighting out from the blue corner. This evening spotted in the black and white outfits, red and white shoe, and yellow gloves to match. With the weight of 118 pounds, this is a boxer who was born at Busia here in Accra from the Akotaku Boxing Academy. This is the man with the official record of 7 fights, 6 wins, 1 draw. 5 of the wins came by way of knockout. Presenting to you the boxer Michael Decardi Nelson. Switching over to the red corner, one of the most credible, durable boxing Ghana has ever produced. This is the man with the massive record of 30 fights, 20 wins. 10 of the wins came by way of knockout with just about 10 defeats. This is the man from the Palm Spring Boxing Gymnasium. This is the man who was born at Choco here in Accra. So he got a nickname, Choco Banku. This is the man with the weight of 115 pounds. Presenting to you the man, Raymond Commey. And the man in charge of this fight is Shadrach Akwe, the technical director of Ghana Boxing Authority.
Gentlemen, I need clean fight. You must defend yourselves at all times. Touch gloves and good luck to go for it.
Round 1. Viewers, here we go with the National Bantamweight Championship title at stake. We've got 2 boxers who are yet to have a go at each other, and this evening gives them an opportunity. And of course, the task ahead is to lay claim to the Bantamweight title. So Raymond Commey is in the black and white trunks, and he's taking on, I beg your pardon, Raymond Commey is in the green and yellow trunks. He's taking on Michael Decardi Nelson. Raymond Commey is known as Choco Banku. And his opponent, Michael Decardi Nelson, I understand, is also known as Mayweather. So these 2 boxers definitely will lay claim to fame tonight. Interesting facts and figures we're picking up from these 2 boxers. Still with me in commentary position, Nana Sam Gold will be telling us a lot more. And of course, Derek will also be filling in the blank spaces as we go through. But interesting facts and figures prior to this matchup. Let's see what the 2 boxers will offer. Choco Banku has over 30 fights up his sleeve. And so he comes in as the most experienced, but that was a quick one there. Trying the uppercut from Decardi Nelson. Decardi Nelson, I told you, is also known as Mayweather. And he's taking on the Choco Banku. So it's experience on the part of Choco Banku, youthful exuberance on the part of Decardi Nelson. This fight is scheduled for 12. There's a title at stake. This was preceded by the national anthem of Ghana. Lots of action, lots of swift body movement as well. Keeping his opponent at bay, Decardi Nelson. A couple of jabs, right hand leading. Tries to connect to the head. Into the last 10 seconds. Nothing really to separate these two boxers. And I'm sure the action will continue right in the second.
So we are expecting them to respond in due course. Yeah, I can hear my brother on my right saying, "What no, who fight?" I mean, John Jill
we
is
need
saying
to
that
put the best in the division together.
John Jill is saying that if you claim to be a champion around the bantamweight,
so that message was actually meant for the Decardi Nelson.
for Decardi Nelson and Gosh.
And Gosh.
Yes. So.
Wow. It's interesting. It's interesting. You see, and the way they come out to dare each other. You know, they are not scared. They are not afraid.
They know
if you say you are the champion, come and let's fight.
That's it.
Okay, so we've got two bantam. Yes,
for John Zille, I am part of his management team. We have a roadmap for him.
Okay.
Actually,
the roadmap does not include.
Decardi Nelson and Gosh. In actual fact, we did a story, an interview, and then we called out Gosh.
Okay.
But then we would like to tread cautiously, and then at the right time, all those matchups will come up.
But the best of the best will have to meet. So we separate the man from the boy.
Well, that's it. Look at the way this young Decardi Nelson is fighting. A very young boy. He's doing well. We saw what John Jill came into the ring to do. If you see Gosh, clearly you will know that he's also a good boxer. I mean, I always talk about the management of these guys, and I'm happy that Nana Gold is in the John Jill camp. I know what he can do.
Yeah.
The management of these boys, for me, is priority. It's not about the boys not doing well. It's not about they not having the ring craftsmanship, but how to manage them off the ring is, for me, the most important. If they are managed well, I believe that they are the guys with passion. They are guys who, I mean, they don't play with their training. The other bit, when it's done well, maybe with some good diets and stuff, I think that within the next 2-3 years, one of these young men should, you know, after Dogbe, they should follow up in that area.
You see, the reason why I'm thrilled about this is that it gives the bantamweight division, especially, fight continues, and again is the swaying of Commey. Decardi Nelson, well, I would want to believe that the tactic is a very fair one. Look for that opening. He keeps his opponent at bay with the left jab, and then times a hook with a right. This time, hook went with the left. Commey builds up slowly. Well, it's just the second round, but it's getting a lot more.
So it's a plan. They also have a target for him to ensure that he becomes a world champion.
Wow. Okay, so into the third round of this bout, which is scheduled for 12. There's a national bantamweight title at stake, bringing the best of the bantamweight together. And pressure mounting by being put on Commey by Decardi. And of course, the name Commey almost always rings a bell when it comes to Ghana boxing. It's a household boxing name, and here's one of them. Big shot to the body, to the head of Commey by Decardi. Tries to hook again, but Commey walks out of trouble. Commey, known as the Choco Banku, in the green and yellow, and it's the Mayweather of Ghana, Michael Decardi Nelson. Michael keeps his jab up, laughs over that. Quick smile, and the battle continues. Commey walks and dodges out of that. That intended left hook by Decardi, not seeing the effectiveness so far, but obviously keeping the pressure on as the fight continues. It's scheduled for 12. This is the National Bantamweight Championship. Fans have really been waiting for this bout, and here it is. Walking through the process this time around. This bout is being handled by experienced referee judge Shadrach Akwe. He's also the technical director of the Ghana Boxing Authority. Now here goes. A couple of punches being thrown. Good block from Commey. Hook to the head, a jab to the head, all from Decardi Nelson, and Decardi does well to keep the momentum flowing. Got shot to the head. End of the round, and again is good enough. A fair idea of what to do. Fight is getting interesting as we get into the middle stages of the bout. Is round 4. It's scheduled for 12 as a championship bout, a national bantamweight championship bout between Raymond Commey, also known as Choco Banku, and Choco Banku is taking on Ghana's answer to Mayweather, Michael Decardi Nelson. Good shots there as Commey walked into that punch, and again the uppercut style of boxing may not have landed their most effective results. And Commey keeps coming forward. Obviously, the most experienced of the two boxers, being in tougher battles. 30 bouts to his credit. 10 of the wins have come by way of knockout. And keeping close tabs on Decardi. Raymond Commey trains in the Palm Springs gym. And I'm sure his presence in the gym, that's a wild miss there from Decardi. His presence in the gym obviously gives a lot of hope to the younger generation of boxers. Still coming forward. Putting pressure on Decardi and Derek. I mean, there's probably nothing to tell in terms of the difference. He's coming forward, he's putting pressure on the younger Decardi. Decardi seems to be giving out the punches, but again, Commey is unperturbed.
I'm enthused about the kind of performance he's giving us. I mean, he's the older one, but he is rather giving pressure to, he's ensuring that Michael will do more work.
Yeah.
if he's even going to win, he has to ensure that he works for the win, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's been chasing Michael from the first minutes of the bout.
Exactly.
So now he's really doing well, and he's holding his cover very well. So you could see that Decardi Nelson is throwing good jabs, but he's still ensuring that he's pushing him to do even more. And I think it's a good fight.
Trying to take the fight to Decardi now. Couple of left jabs.
Unfortunately, what I don't like about
of him, and that's the Choco Banku himself, Raymond Commey. Let's see what happens in round 5 of this bout. It's scheduled for 12 rounds. It's for the national bantamweight title. And again, the boxers will have a go at each other. Now this time around, at least the first 2-3 rounds, we saw a better, or we saw an improved component in terms of the two boxers, in terms of the output. And now there's a lot more of the throwing of punches by both boxers, and that's a big one. A left from Choco Banku. Tries to go in once again, works on the body, quick one to the head of Decardi. And anytime Decardi takes a hefty punch from Choco Banku, he responds with a smile, walks out of trouble. Good one to the head of Commey, that's good enough. But Commey keeps coming forward. He seems to be the drive. He seems to be the predator in this bout.
Prince, I saw Commey's corner. I urge him to chase the young man, but the young man has very good artistic. He's moving. Look at Commey's corner. They are pushing him to chase the young man, but the young man is not perturbed. I think that he's done a lot of good training, and that is what is helping him. I mean, he's dodging when he's supposed to dodge and throwing, basic punches to ensure that he push Raymond Commey back. But Raymond Commey, he's not giving up. He's still chasing the young man.
I'm not too sure whether the tactic by Mayweather, that's Decardi, is working, because anytime he gets into the art of the fisticuff, Commey still keeps coming forward.
And that's the difficulty. That's what you find difficult in a bout. I mean, it's difficult for Decardi Nelson to have control over the game because Raymond is pushing him behind. So now he has to adapt a new approach, that is to throw the jab, just get a point through the jabs instead of going in fighting.
Okay.
Because Raymond is good. I think he has a heavier punch than him. But the young man is doing well, I can say.
Commey still walking through the rounds. The experience of the two boxers, he's been around for a while. Looks more or less like a master-student relationship. He's taking everything that is being thrown at him and he keeps coming forward. Good shot to the head. Into the last 10 seconds, he now tries to chase. Good footwork from the younger Decardi, and receives the applause from the fans.
For his money, which I'm not too impressed about.
All right, so we are gradually marching on. We're soldering on. It's the battle for the national bantamweight title. We're in round 6. This is scheduled for 12. So continues as before, but this time around it looks like Decardi wants to take the game to the veteran. Veteran response. Couple of jabs thrown by both boxers. Not too sure what the instructions were during the end of the round, but we've gone past the halfway mark. And it is still Commey who's coming forward. Now, Derek, obviously, Commey has been in some tough fights. So I'm sure this may not be one of the toughest yet.
No, but and also he has nothing to lose at his level. I mean, he's fought over 30, won about 20, lost about 10. So losing is not an issue for him. So he would definitely give the young man who needs the win at all costs. He would give him. He doesn't mind. He will just chase him. Let the young man do whatever he thinks he can do to him. He's not afraid. I mean, he's fought on very difficult platform. So this is not any difficult fight for him. What, like Nana Gold said, we expect Mayweather to do more than he's doing. We expect him to do more than he's doing. We expect him to stand and to ensure that he dispatch Commey, a bit faster than he's doing. But I mean, anybody sitting at home thinking that when the bout, you would think that Decardi Nelson has got a veteran to dispatch so easily. By now, you will be rewriting your script. That is not just a mere walkover fight. The old man is giving the young man a run for his money, and if he doesn't take care, we are going for 12 rounds. If the energy is not there, it will be a difficult run for him. So he should also ensure that he restores some of the energy. We are just in the 6th round, and the veteran has a lot of energy, and if he doesn't take care, things will go wrong for him.
I see. Sam,
and one thing I'm seeing is that Raymond Commey is not scared at all of Decardi's power. It looks like Decardi's power is something that Raymond Commey can take all night, and it will not worry him at all. And so he's ready to take a few punches to get close, just to dish his own dose.
Wild punches now, empty gas from Commey. He may be the veteran, he may be the older, but he looks trim. Constant training, I guess. Looking for that big shot. Crowd getting behind Decardi.
Yes, when we say this is a world champion in the making, we have something good to say about him.
Commey is making it very difficult for Decardi to work hard, and I guess at the end of it all, it will be worth Decardi's while that he's fought a veteran such as Commey. Sure, he's going to learn a lot from the experience.
Yeah, but one thing lacking from his repertoire is the power. I remember in 2019 when Wasiru Mohammed Jatabi fought Raymond Commey right here at the Bukom Boxing Arena. The fight was over by round 2. That tells you that there are levels to this game, and Decardi Nelson is being hyped up as somebody who is a world title prospect. So my point is that if you are going to take on the world and you're going to take the world by storm, you should be able to just go through these kind of tests very easily. These tests should be for you a walk in the park.
But I think these tests, I do agree that they should be in a walk in the park, but the older generation would not want to go down or out without putting up a fight. And this is obviously what is keeping the fans a lot more interested in this bout. Sure, they're all wondering, why is it taking the younger generation to, as it were, score points over the older generation? But experience almost always plays a very good part when it comes to these bouts. So I think that is going to be a very good learning curve for Decardi, having a tough time over Commey, but we'll also know at the end of the day that it's been worth his while. Good body shots now. Commey is just at the receiving end and is walking through everything. It's like a hot knife going through, or knife going through hot butter. Now for the two boxers, they're still having a go at each other. It's round 7. It's scheduled for 12 rounds with a national bantamweight title at stake. And for those who may not have experienced the quality that this young man, Michael Decardi, has, this evening has been a very good opportunity. As Nana Sam Gold rightly said, touted to be one of the prospects when it comes to world title winning opportunities. There's still a long way. Little bit of showboating. It's Raymond Commey in the green and yellow. Michael Decardi Nelson. This is round 8. It's scheduled for 12. Still have 4 more rounds to go. It's been an even battle. And nearly lost a step there, Commey. Had to backpedal quickly to maintain his stance. I'm sure Decardi would want to take an opportunity from that.
And I like what Decardi just did. When he had his man hurt, he didn't just go head hunting. He rather chose to go to the body. A very, very good sign. That's a very, very good technique. When you have your man hurt, the body might be moving, the head might be moving, but the body will just be there always. So
a wild miss by Commey. Looks like in the corner.
Banku's in trouble now.
Yeah. So once the enemy is hurt, you go to the body.
Prince, I see Choco Banku now retiring. I think that is retiring. The young man is giving. Yes, so that is why the young boy, I don't know, the corner is good. They thought it's yes.
Staggers once again.
I told you.
He staggers once again, Commey. Are the legs strong enough? And I think Decardi clearly has noticed that. Would want to take the advantage. Fight continues.
I think that the corner of Commey must do the honorable thing and retire their boxer. He's an old warrior. He has paid his dues, and he who fights and runs away obviously lives to fight another day.
Prince,
well, you're asking for his retirement. Prince, how can he fight another day?
Exactly. I mean, I disagree with Dalago. I mean, where is he retiring to? Where is he retiring to? The man is already on his way. Let him finish the run so that he goes home comfortably. He can't retire now. He should be there and fight back.
Sure. Well, in the hearts of many a boxing guru, Commey has paid his dues, like you both agree. But he obviously would want to go out in a respectable way. Seems to have recovered from that earlier stagger.
Most boxers would not like to give up in a fight. Most boxers will repeat their old adage.
Okay. And that is very good for him.
Fight going on gradually. We're getting to the closing stages. It's the 9th round. It's scheduled for 12. A little bit of a respite for Commey. Let's see how that plays as an advantage for him. Still throwing those jabs to keep his opponent Decardi at bay.
Prince, well, what do you see? I see a young man who has now realized that his opponent has lost some bit of energy. So in this 9th round, you know that he's come in the middle, stand toe to toe with Raymond, who hitherto was the one doing the chasing. Yeah. Now the young man is standing there because he knows that yes, the veteran has lost some stamina and he can do a lot. So it's now It's no more going backwards. It's now standing toe to toe with him.
Yeah.
And that is good. It means that the young man understands what the kind of work he's doing. You have to study your opponent and know his weakness, and then you use his weakness against him.
And I think more so the fact that he's been able to rattle Commey a few times, especially in the round gone by. Obviously would give him the edge to see whether he can close in now. Oh, that was a low blow. That was a low blow. Referee will have to ensure that Decardi is good enough to continue, and I'm sure that the needful will be done. It's another caution to the veteran. Let's get it on, says Shadrach Akwe. Well, Derek, I couldn't agree with you more. The assertion very, very clear. Obviously, the steam seems to have gone down on the part of Commey. Tries to catch up with his opponent and goes in for... Oh, he pushes him out of the ring. Not too sure if desperate times call for desperate measures.
It is. At times, desperation will take you to a level that you don't plan to go. I mean, it's clearly is desperate. The young man is giving a lot of... When they were in the corner, the young man realized that he's getting in a difficult moment. So he tried to use a strategy to come out.
Yeah.
And as experienced as Raymond is, he will not give you the chance to get out of that. He will ensure that he works on your body. And that's what he tried doing.
Now Decardi wants to take the initiative.
Some solid punches landed right there by Decardi. I don't know how long Raymond can continue taking this punishment, sustained punishment over rounds.
And Decardi is showing that he's got some dexterity. Walks out of trouble there. But let's give credit to them.
Round 10.
We're still here live from the Bukom Boxing Arena action stations now as we get into round 10 of the bout scheduled for 12. This is for the national bantamweight title. And it's Raymond Commey in green and yellow, also known as Choco Banku, taking on his opponent, Michael Decardi Nelson, also known as Mayweather. It's been interesting so far, right from round one. The veteran has really gone through the rounds. And to take it from where Sam left off, Decardi must also be given some amount of credit for going to a 12-round bout, something he's not done before, I gather. And so he's also shown that he's got the staying power coupled with his determination. But I would want to think that Raymond Commey has really been in a battle. And I don't think the legs would carry him too far, though, but he's still in there battling it out.
And you look at the resume of Decardi Nelson. He debuted on the professional ranks last year in the month of April. That was on the Jamestown Fight Night right here at the Bukom Boxing Arena. He fought against another prospect known as Moses Ejay Selvi. That fight was a barn burner, and it actually ended in a draw. So Michael Decardi's debut fight was a draw against Moses Ejay Selvi.
So which gives clear impetus to, the I won't say the thought, but the notion that he's a prospect to look out for.
Sure. And Ejay Selvi, who drew with Nelson in his first fight, has gone on to win all other 5 fights by knockout.
Well, quality is there from Decardi, taking the fight to Commey once again. And into the clinch they go now. All Commey needs to do is to stand on those feet of his and fight on to the end. But Decardi needs to pull something spectacular, maybe.
And Prince, we were here yesterday at the weigh-in, and we saw the fact that Decardi Nelson had to go and do some jogging before coming back to make the exact weight.
Yeah.
I don't know how long he can continue at the bantamweight division, but these are young chaps have to be disciplined at keeping their weight.
Opening up nicely, putting Commey into the corner. He walks out and he's quick to dodge, trying to show some.
Come and sit at the ringside and enjoy.
Round
Get,
11.
build bridges with people you can't pay, and it's very important. If these young boxers cannot maintain their weight, they cannot work to stay in their weight, it's a problem, which we must say. He's not the only person. I have heard one of these young boxers coming up. He went out there to fight, and it was difficult for him to stay in his weight. And we need people to help them. And one of those is this dietitian to teach them what to eat. It's very, very important to stay around your weight. Very, very important.
Well, I know that GBA for a fact has ringside doctors, etc. And when they go through the weigh-in, they also go through the medical checks. I'm not too sure if a dietitian is part of the setup.
Yeah, most of our boxers and managements are not able to afford the services of these specialists. But
wow.
I think I watched when Aikoti was due to fight Fernando Vargas in the year 2000. I watched a documentary before the fight, and I saw the kind of diet that Fernando Vargas was taking.
Has to go through. So we need to add dietitians to
and
the
you watch
regimen.
And you watch the food on the, his plate. You saw leaves here, and I saw tablets, pills as part of his diet. Yes.
Wow.
The food that was on his table to eat, I saw pills as part of it.
Now, I know those things are very expensive.
Yeah.
I mean,
and then also there is something I saw on the net. Most of the boxers in Europe and outside, they have this facility called the hyperbaric chamber.
Oh! The legs are gone. The legs are gone. And Decardi will throw everything at Commey now. No. Commey is doing well to hang on. Oh, that was a straight rocket punch. Commey is still standing on his feet, but he needs help. He definitely needs help. So here we go once again. Oh, he's dazed. He's dazed. The legs will carry him, but for how long? Decardi misses a few of the punches, giving opportunity to Commey to sort of reclaim some stability. But it's a give and take affair now. Decardi wants to go all out. He's ready. Commey is now throwing empty air. One to the head of Commey. Still on his feet. Another one, not the best of left hooks. And it looks like Decardi has taken his foot off the pedal, and Commey will be saved by the bell.
Prince must settle for a point victory.
So it's been a battle from round one, and the bell has sounded for 3 minutes of what should be the decider. Both boxers embrace each other, and then after that, it's going to be 3 rounds, or 3 minutes, I should say, of boxing. Prior to this round, the opportunity was there for Decardi to end it all. A punch that staggered Raymond Commey. Not too sure what the corner will tell Decardi, but I'm sure they'll tell him that, well, the last 3 minutes is yours. But I'm sure that after the end of the fight, if Commey is still on his feet, he will receive a round of applause. Shot to the head of Commey, shook him a little bit, but will come back looking for an opportunity. And you realize that now his guard has gone down quite considerably.
Yeah, and his face is a bit puffy now. He doesn't look himself. And even at the point where he was dazed, you could see his coach, Moses Domenya, a former boxer, urging him to fight on. But you just wonder where Commey finds the strength to keep fighting on, in spite of all the hefty punches being dished out by a young Decardi Nelson.
Well, don't forget he's been in about 30 battles.
Yeah, sure.
So obviously, I'm sure the experience would also count.
Raymond Commey has fought multiple times in the UK, and he's also fought once in China. He's a well-traveled boxer.
So there you have it. He's down, but certainly not disgraced. Unnecessary showboating now by Decardi Nelson. It's quite obvious that on the cards of the judges, he probably would carry the day. It's been a fight, it's been a battle worth its name. And whoever puts that national bantamweight title round his waist will be a worthy ambassador of it, no doubt.
Yeah, so in the year 2016, in February, Raymond Commey traveled all the way to China and fought again Home Q, lost by a unanimous decision over 12 rounds.
Okay.
Fought against Home Q.
So he's been in some tough battles. He's been in foreign land as well. Here he is fighting in front of his home fans in his home country.
Prince, I must say that this particular bout, you know, is good for a title. I mean, both boxers have done so well. Kudos to the older Raymond Commey, and good show by the young one, Mayweather.
The managing director of IMAX Media, the elder brother of the big man himself, Maxwell Techi. I know you're watching us live wherever you are. Let me also invite the man, Alhaji Fatih Fatah, the man director, the group director of the company IMAX Media. Let me invite you to just come for the verdicts. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for whatever happened today. And we also need to put our hands together for the referee for the day, Shadrach Akwe. Wonderful. We are waiting for the verdicts. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before the verdicts, let me acknowledge the following personalities. We have from the U.S. Embassy, Mr. Greg Howell is here. Thank you very much for coming. We have from the Mexican Embassy, Homero Vasquez is also here. Thank you for coming. We have Mr. Salim, is our own brother, father here. From the German Embassy, we have Catherine Shriver, she's here. From the Suriname Embassy, the ambassador herself, she's here with us. Fidelia Grand Galon. Fidelia, thank you very much. She's here with the husband, Hermana Grant from Suriname. Thank you very much for coming. We also have Mr. Asomeni is here with the big man. Thank you so much. Alistair Slovey from the UK boxing enthusiast. Thank you so much. Mrs. Tando, she's also here. Thank you. From the Florida, USA, Osiko and friends is also here. Thank you so much, Osiko. Honorable Tetachai is here with us. We also thank Malam S. Al Hassan, marketing manager, is also here with us. Ni Achi Kuwawu is also here as a forte. Ni Kojo, thank you so much for coming. Christopher Atipo is also here from the Premium Motors Limited. That is Renault. Adonko, they are also here. Vincent Opare is the marketing director of Adonko. Thank you so much for coming. Mr. Emmanuel Asamoah, country's management member, Ghana. Be Nice is also here with us. The big man himself, thank you so much for coming. And then Mr. Michael Annan from the Downs Promotions. Mr. Annan, thank you so much. Now we have the verdict. Shall we put our hands together for the two boxes? So can we have Honorable Ashon to join us? Honorable Ashon, wherever you are, please join us here. Thank you so much. Now we have the verdicts. Let me work on something. I'll get back to you. Let me work it out. I'll get back to you.
JP's a production.
So now we have the verdicts. Viewers, wherever you are, once again, thank you very much for being part of the Deluxe Professional Boxing League, and this is week number 12. Now the verdicts. Judge 1 scored the bout 108 to 120. Judge 2 scored the bout 108 to 120. And Judge 3 scored the bout 108 to 120. So by a unanimous point decision, the new national champion of Ghana, presenting to you the boxer Michael Decardi Nelson. Congratulations. So we have Emmanuel Asamoah from Binance helping the GBA president. Alhaji Fatih Votal is there to support him. Now thank you all for coming. Let me once again acknowledge a very, very important personality who has also seen to the development of boxing in this country. Now, before we go, let me also acknowledge James C. Norte, is the founder of Biseka Foundation. He has done a lot for some Ghanaian boxers. He has given scholarship to them. We thank Ebenezer Ouna, Carl Loco, technical coach, Akavi said Nete, technical coach. Thank you all for coming. We appreciate all of you. Also is here. So thank you very much. Now, let me talk to the champ. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Charlie, how do you feel?
I'm very good.
You feel good. But you fought against a very senior most boxer and experience.
First of all, you can respect Bali. He is a champion. She has to me box and follow. He dreamed that. Me where that follow. No have to me where skills say into. No, mo fear money baba ready. I make ready.
Hey, come fear baba we are ready. Moko do be kai banyabo. E wo come here mini jino ni hano no stop play.
Come here, Davi. Ever to me senior boxer. Was animal respect and ring.
E wo be an mini yomo yo kan fans.
Me to ma ken fans aka me rado ke promoter ani feel promotion. GBA Erado, can be the manager, Michael Tete. He popularly go as America and my team as well.
Thank you very much. Now, why me know your BNA?
First of all,
oh,
Manjama, you are. Me too much Sheila rough.
Oh, why you know more?
But begin. Mename so your bantamweight catch me or no matter where champion.
Oh, no problem. I make ready for everyone. She not going to get she here. The me in my challenge. Tell me GBA in my press conference. Yeah, but you got boxing promotion. In by be faithful. You got to say fair be. Well, the time no ni manager and me fu. The guy national bet aba. E ba pay. Ni say me ake wash cash. I get bang machine awo. Say me ake be condition. Say me have face sparring. Ni na ake oh if you ready. We are going for. Yeah, me. Biane no need me talk my promise. He can't yake. Biane he approve am. Many you again here my fair. Me award there. He call you word bet keba. Ni ma raise he can't you flag here. No.
Ball no way.
No feel no le wi fe ko bem.
Eka onyo fele no kunuku.
Bene enye mi kula.
Yo nno.
Mi toni ke president FA fight now. Okay. Mele mai itu ipole by now po.
Okay, eka etweba.
No go le eleji. E so age ele Solomon mi ko ti se pole age. Ka ge scam arena no what mo post office na ga ba ko e egbe efele. I'm very dangerous.
Okay, thank you very much, guys. So he is calling the bluff of this young boxer. Now, Choco Banku, you've lost the fight. Shinako Bomodi wa adenche. Oh, mini yomo yoka fans.
Minda mo fame mo ni ba ko box fish. E ja ke amete mo ko bole yake manyimanu no. Mi ka me na me egbo na me wi ako me ne egbo box ni enye.
Se Bomodi wa.
No ko be ni o mi peke di minta maka make di amedi yo ani. Si mi pa fa ke GBA bomode ne fe wet bet am. Mi pa GBA fa mi bomode na mi fe wet bet am ka fe wet bet am ma ko.
My job.
JME wale no by the grace of God.
Thank you very much.